Merging onto the highway, Monday morning traffic, boxing's at 8 a.m. Check this out. They're all racing, cutting each other off. Just post it as a reel 10 times a day. And most people probably don't look at me and think, this guy's a business owner and a freaking family man. That's just, I get it. I want to tell you guys, like, that's how I networked and got to where I am. Heading up to Carlsbad, ripping in the Lambo again. You need more. You got to do more. You got to 10X it. I hate to say it, but it's the truth, you know? Back from lunch. See those teeth? Nothing in there. What a good meeting. What am I doing? I just read it? All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to a little vlog. I'm headed to boxing, private coaching, private lessons boxing this morning, and taking the Lambo and gonna have a good morning. Merging onto the highway, Monday morning traffic, boxing's at 8 a.m. We're headed down to PB. It never ceases to amaze me when I do get out in the mornings a little later. I already woke up, did some office work, got the kids ready for school, but it never ceases to amaze me and just really put things in perspective on Monday morning. I think I see traffic back there, but everybody's racing to work, rushing to work, having to go to their jobs, and they're given the same opportunities that I've been given and you've been given, and to chase their own dreams and to carve their own path and to live their own life. And there's nothing wrong with people that work and have jobs and race over to here. I mean, if that's what they want to do. But so many people talk about that's what they want to do, but they never really focus on what will change that. They know more about the local sports team, maybe not even the local team. They know so much about such useless things, and then they talk about how they want to provide their family with a life they can, prosper, that their kids can prosper. But is that really the case? If that were the case, wouldn't you focus on the things that change and impact your family the most? Like learning how financial freedom, like just even if you don't use it and you love your job, like that's what I'm trying to get at, guys. Even if you're a W-2 earner, high commission, whatever it is, maybe you love what you do. You feel like you're giving back, but it's still your responsibility to understand finances to a degree that you can pass that on to the next generation, and to put yourself in physical shape to where you could physically defend and or help your family or just be an asset in any situation. I don't see how people they cop out. It's a cop out. They opt out of those things, right? Or even mentally, right? Like investing in yourself to become a better person mentally. That's amazing. Reading a book on how to be a better parent, make sure it's a good one. Make sure it aligns with your goals. All those things. But yeah, Monday morning, traffic jams. I still get stuck in it, but I'm going to private lessons by choice. I could not get stuck in it. I could go later. I could go earlier. But this just works out because I like to get my kids ready, up and around. And you may ask yourself this question: why do you send your kids to school? Well, right now they're in elementary school. And my wife and I have had a lot of talks about homeschooling them or doing something else. We've had them in private schools before. We were in Christian private schools before. But as they're in elementary school, I still think the fundamentals and the basics and the socialization is more innocent. We have a massive impact on them from our home life. And so I think it's important to still build those relationships, have those friends. My girls love to go hang out with their friends, talk to their friends, be around their friends. And us being in a new area, that's your network. And that's how they grow and connect. And they're connecting with very, doctors' kids, surgeons' kids, whatnot. And I could put them in private schools. And I could take them out and make them in homeschool them. But I also know that they'd have a lot of unspent energy. And do I think school's valuable? In some aspects, it is. But the reality is they're not learning anything. The other day they brought home a paper and they were learning about some damn tribe and freaking who knows where that existed thousands of years ago, not even on our planet. So you learn useless information, but we make sure and have discussions about that. And when it comes to middle school, when it comes to high school, I'm going to give them more of an option of what they want to do. And I'd love to provide them with extracurricular activities to where they're just, if they love surfing more than school or love jiu-jitsu more than school, then that's what you do. And you're going to learn about money. That's what I'm going to teach you. That's what I'm going to show you. It's what I teach you guys. Why wouldn't I show my own kids? Check this out. If it's by choice, look at them racing. They're all racing, cutting each other off. At least making a choice. You know what it is? It's just the fear of responsibility, fear of somebody taking control of their own finances, their own destiny, I think is what prevents most people from really doing it. You know, I was thinking about it as I passed multiple people that have like skilled tradesmen or going to their job, right? Like a doctor even. And it's a lot easier to become an expert at something than becoming an expert at controlling your life. Because once you take control, you're also taking responsibility. And that's what people don't want to do. Because if you were to fail, it'd be your fault. But if you don't get the job, it's not yours. And the fear of failure, in some aspect, way, some shape or form, is really the reason most people don't become successful or even try. Time to roll into the gym.
Yeah. Yes, like you see right there. See, it's like you barely move the second step. Turn that foot over. Yeah, just like this. You see that?
Yeah.
You feel that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it. That's where.
Well, boxing done. Now I'm about to go in, jump in the pool because I don't want to take a shower again. And I already cleaned up, shaved my dome, and I'm all good to go. So I'm going to go jump in the pool because it's still chilly for all of y'all that know about the West Coast. Even though it's beautiful out here, Pacific Ocean's still always freaking cold. And the pool is probably like 50s degrees. It's enough. So. For me to post now and just post it as a reel 10 times a day. I know somebody that's posting a lot, like they're just posting a lot, like 10, 15 reels a day. Bye-bye. Thank you. That was a call from Meta. Yes, they do actually call you. I did fill out a form because sometimes they hit you on the back end if you have a decent following and they say, hey, would you like to have a call with somebody from our team on Instagram that can kind of give you advice? Now, obviously that lady is probably in the Middle East or she's Indian. And so it's their dispatch team, third-party team, or whatever. But they do provide that. And so I did fill out the form last week, and so they ended up calling me. And she basically gave me the advice that, in 2025, the algorithm has changed a little bit. And just what Instagram said, I'll give you the synopsis real quick because it was hard to understand her, and I didn't keep you guys on the call. It was a 20, 30-minute call. Essentially, So what we used to do was stories, right? Test things. And what I got from the whole thing is she's like, you got to go test it. You got to do more and you got to test more. She goes week by week, right? So if you're doing, and then she said to put captions over the videos and the pictures. Like people love reading or seeing or engaging with stories. And one of the biggest things that I've noticed with social media right now, and that they're rewarding as far as meta goes, is engagement. Like engagement. If you can get an audience to react or interact or comment or say something, people have to have an opinion. You guys are watching this right now on YouTube. You guys have an opinion on something. If you don't have an opinion on it, it's just like, oh, that's cool, bro. You have a cool car. Oh, that's cool. You have a cool life. Oh, that's cool. You're really strong. It's like, people don't engage. They can't engage with it, right? Even the coolest shit I see, sometimes I click all the stuff. I like all the car videos, but I'm like, that's really cool, but I don't make a comment. But if it can draw a reaction or an engagement from somebody, then it helps boost the algorithm, right? Any kind of engagement, likes, shares, hate, love, whatever it is. And then she said make an intro video. So I'm going to try this. You guys are going to watch me do this real time. I'm going to make an intro video, whether it's a reel. I'm probably going to do a reel on my Reels page. And then I'm going to do a photo, a carousel, and I'm just going to tell my story, and I'm going to use photos from my past to tell my story so people can, I'm going to pin both of those to the top so that you guys can see, you know, who I was. And I hope that helps clarify what I'm about, because when you get on my page, I can see that it's like, oh, is this guy a fitness influencer? Or what does he do, right? And most people probably don't look at me and think, this guy's a business owner and a freaking family man. That's just, I get it. But I need to be clear and help people, because I help you guys with financial freedom. I help people out with freaking building the life that they want by design, because I've seen fucking wealthy people, entrepreneurs get stuck in a horrible rut of life and just have all these bad habits that make all the money, but that's the only thing they're good at. And then the opposite, right? I've been around the gym rats, the gym dudes, the CrossFit dudes, the jiu-jitsu guys, and they're like really good at that one thing, but then they're always freaking broke. And I saw people complain or talk shit on both sides, and you can have it all. And that's all I want to convince you guys, is that you can have the lifestyle you want. You just have to be extremely intentional about it, like we talked about earlier. Most people aren't intentional about it. Though they're really good at being a jiu-jitsu artist or being good at a bit and being ripped, they're really good at their job. They're really good at their specific thing, even if they own their own company, but they're not really good at figuring out what they want in life, having the clarity, and then engaging with it. And so that was good little call. She said that there's also a trials test, so you guys can check that out if you get it on your Instagram. But she told me to post 2 carousels per week. You guys try it. Keep walking through the day with me. I got this office to clean up. Check it out. We're changing it up. Put my desk here. It's a big mess. I got all my wires out, and we're gonna set up the podcast studio here. It's gonna be legit. Charging station over here. Put a mini fridge in here. Alright. I don't do a lot of out of office meetings these days. Just seems to be the drill. But getting ready to head to a lunch with somebody that's a potential client. It's not normal that I do this. This was somebody that I was introed to personally. But I do like to get around people. And I want to tell you guys, like, that's how I networked and got to where I am. I would do whatever. And I know the whole cliche, like people that get into themselves into a financial situation, a good situation, people that are well-to-do, they don't want to spend their time meeting you for a lunch or a free coffee. Like, they don't. But it's a double-edged sword, because that's how I'm old school enough that when I met people, builders, investors, people who are wealthy or connected to my friends or family or somebody that I could, I would ask to meet them in some capacity, and they would share information with me. They would help me. And so that is an old school way to do it. Now you can reach out to people through social media and you can get that, right? Like, some people don't have connections or have the ability to get connections yet. So always swing the bat and try. And if someone says, hey man, I'm not gonna meet you in person, don't get offended by it. Who gives a shit? Continue to go, continue to grow, and reach out to them. Buy into their program or get around them in some capacity, or go to an event that they're going to be at. Support them. That's the fastest way to connect with people. But I still like the in-person meetings sometimes, because there's so much value that can be in it, and people can see who you are and really decide whether they want to do a deal with you, whether they want to work with you, any of that, right? So heading up to Carlsbad, ripping in the Lambo again, and keep getting after it, baby. All right, about to roll up to lunch here. See, on my way, I just was thinking about this. On my way from the house to this lunch spot, I already took a client call. I try to maximize my time. It's something that I learned as a builder, jumping from job to job to job. It's like, you don't wait until you get back to the office to get back with somebody. You don't wait until it's time or you feel good about it, because you'll forget about it. Like, take your calls in the car while you're going from point A to point B. And if you don't have calls, turn your freaking car into a library and start educating yourself with audiobooks, podcasts, YouTube videos if you don't have to watch them, right? And just maximize your time, because what happens at the beginning and the most people really need is they need more output. They need more output. They think they're doing enough, but you're just not doing enough because you don't really know what's going to stick. You don't know what's working, right? And so the thing I usually tell people in my programs at the beginning is like, okay, we got to figure out where you want to go, and then we got to set up like a 1 through 5 step plan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is what you got to do next, so you're not overwhelmed. And then once we do that, then you just need more output. Like, just continue to freaking go. Do the thing. Make the calls. Call 10 people. Call 20 people. Call 5 bankers. You know, reach out to these people. Depending on what you're looking to do, you just got to do more. You got to have the output, right? And then there's a season of saying yes. Take the meeting. Take the call. Take the lunch. Do whatever it takes. You know, go on the thing where you're going to meet the guy. Do whatever it is, because that's going to impact your life significantly more. You need more. You got to do more. You got to 10x it. I hate to say it, but it's the truth, you know? So, yo, back from lunch. See those teeth? Nothing in there. What a good meeting. What a high level person getting out of the military. Very high level in the military. Not just some regular old grunt. Even though I love my grunts, right? Just like me. Anyways, just the transition out of the military from retirement, 22-ish years, and figuring out what you're going to do next, but still has that entrepreneurial spirit. He wants more. He doesn't just want the government paycheck anymore. Even though that's what he's done, he's like, man, I've been really good with my money. I live in a great spot. My wife's a teacher. And just what's next. And you know, one of the things we talked about, which is super important, I was like, I can show you real estate. we can go over the numbers. That stuff is boring and easy, and that's what I show people. And making sure that you don't make a mistake is so important and so crucial to the first deal, first 10, 20 deals that you do, and then forever. What's even more important is the mindset shift that you make as an entrepreneur, as a person that can go out and create their own success, create their own financial freedom, and really the confidence that you get from doing that type of stuff, from making your own money, which reassures you and continues your learning, continues your knowledge, continues your cycle of just being hungry for life, right? Like, the mindset shifts that are made throughout this process are equal to, if not more important than just making money on your first deal. And that's what I see people get rewarded with the most. Back home.
I have some words you're gonna read right here. The ones with the exclamation point, you're gonna take it, like, read the word long.
This is what we're doing this evening. So, to cap off the day, had dinner, and now Harper is going to have me do some challenge I'm sure she saw on YouTube.
On the one with
right,
exclamation points, you're gonna read, like, Sigma. Okay?
Okay.
So I'm gonna give you this paper.
And then what? Gosh, dang.
Hey, yeah, that's a lot of water, bro. Hey, yo.
Stop hitting. Let's go. What am I doing? I just read it. Riz or Rizzler? She Betty. Sigma Boy Gayat. Skibbity, Ohio. What the heck are you doing? You trying not to laugh?
Yeah!
Oh, that's the game?
Here, your turn, Dad.
It's,
Your turn, Dad.
You gotta know the rules of the game.
I'm gonna do it for you. You ready?
Well, that's caps off the night. You guys like this little video, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. We're gonna be sending a lot more vlogs out there, dropping a lot more knowledge, and putting a lot more content out like this. So if you liked it, it helps the algorithm. If you hit the thumbs up button, it also helps if you subscribe to the channel. And if you got any questions, comments, concerns, anything we talked about right here, boom, hit it in the comments. Thanks for being on my channel, and I look forward to seeing you guys next time.